All right, I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. I see that Michael started the recording. So it seems that everyone is kind of caught up with the end of classes and finals. So welcome to virtual viewers and to those of you who are able to make it today to our final lunch talk of the semester. So we're gonna be going over some future plans. So just to recap about what Spectrum is, we're a student group that's dedicated to fostering a diverse, inclusive, and scientifically minded community among all physics and astronomy students here at Mason. And our mission is to provide leadership opportunities to upperclassmen as they become peer mentors and mentor incoming and current students, empower our members to build their physics identity through different interactive professional development and social bonding activities, and increase retention and parity within the physics and astronomy department. And as always, we believe in science, not silence. So a little recap of the semester. This is kind of an overview, and then we're going to get into more details of things. We have a strong mentorship program. We have 15 mentors and 19 mentees. And it seems like we're always processing new applications, which is a really great thing. So we're really thankful for our current mentor and mentees, and we're always accepting applications on a rolling basis. We had an interview of the Spectrum co-founders published on the Class News website, and we have a link to that, and I believe it's also linked on our website. We also applied to host CUIP in 2023, the Conference for Undergraduate Women in Physics. We're hoping to hear back soon, sometime after the semester ends. So we're really excited about that. We had a bunch of different professional development lunch talks like this one. And we had some different Spectrum events, and some of them were in person as well. So that was exciting too. And as for leadership, we also want to know our alumni members, Dr. Jenna Cam, who is now a postdoc, and Carly Solis. And then our current leadership is Natasha Latouf, Michael Reefy, Raina Elliott, Phoebe McClincy, and myself, Kat Fernandez. We want to note that you can always reach out to us with our general Spectrum email, but you can also message us on Discord. I do want to note that I will be taking parental leave starting next semester, so I will probably not be the best person to reach out to during that time period. So I refer you to the rest of leadership if you have some specific questions that you would like to ask.
All right, so now I'm going to talk a little bit about our mentorship program in more detail. So as Kat already mentioned, as of now, we have 15 mentors and 19 mentees, and our program is always growing. We keep getting new applications, and that's a great thing to see. And we are also trying to assign every mentee at least 2 mentors to share the load between them and put less pressure on each individual mentor for immediate mentorship needs. And now that we have, in fact, more mentees than we do have mentors, that means almost every one of our mentors is assigned to 2 different mentees, but then each individual mentee they have, it's less of a burden every week for them to constantly be mentoring the same person. And that also allows for more diversity on the mentees side to get different perspectives from multiple different people. And so as always, our applications are on a rolling basis, so you can join as either a mentor or a mentee, whatever you prefer. And you can fill out our online application, which is just a simple Google Sheet. The application is not really for the purpose of seeing who is a good fit for the program, because we try not to deny anyone. So far, we haven't rejected anyone's application. It's more for the purpose of just deciding which of our mentors we think would be a good fit for you, or on the mentor side, which of our mentees would be a good fit. Based on what kind of advice you're looking for, what kind of a time commitment you want to have, and what your personal interests are, and all of these sorts of things that we ask you on the application. So that's our mentoring program. And then we've also had a number of events throughout this semester and the past semester that Kat mentioned. This semester specifically in the fall of 2021, we had 2 events. One at the beginning of the semester was our meet and greet game night. And then just recently in November, we had an imposter syndrome event where we went over strategies to deal with it and what exactly imposter syndrome is and how we can talk about it and come to a better understanding. And then some of our previous events that we've had in past semesters were the pathways to government, personal statements, and our welcome to Spectrum event. And we also had an imposter syndrome and physics identity event back in the fall of 2020. So these are the events that we've had so far. And we also want to put out an open invitation for anyone who has ideas for what kind of events they want to see in the future from us and what kind of topics we can cover. So if you want to see anything specific in terms of one of these events, don't hesitate to reach out to one of the leadership members of Spectrum and let us know what you think. And then in addition, we also have our faculty mentoring committee, which we Spectrum leadership meets with about twice per semester to get updates and student feedback, and also provide feedback to the faculty committee themselves. So the members of this committee, I'm sure you all know, are the wonderful professors Joe Weingardner, Karen Sauer, Erhai Zhao, Fernando Camelli, Brooke Vaughn, and Faith Gale. And so the main purpose of these events is to allow for support for Spectrum initiatives in the department itself and advocate on the student side towards some of these faculty members who are willing to take our advice on things. And for example, one of the things that we have been trying to advocate for is paid parental leave for graduate students. That's one of the topics that is very important to us, and we think that the faculty mentoring committee is a good way for us to provide our input on the student side of things. And then in addition, we also have our professional development lunch talks, of which we are in one right now. These are bi-weekly events where we talk about various different topics that range from more career and professional development oriented topics, such as building a resume or how to apply to graduate schools and things of that nature. And then we also have more diversity focused topics such as inclusive language in the classroom and our various hypothetical scenarios walking through these kinds of difficult situations. Our lunch talks are all recorded and posted on our YouTube channel, so you can go there and look at them after the fact in case you missed them during the actual talk. And all of our slides that we use during the presentations are also presented on our website, which you can go to. It's gmuspectrum.squarespace.com. And then there is a section at the top of the page for all of our events that have links to all of the recordings and also all of the slideshows. And so again, just like our mentorship program events, we also want to put out an open invitation for these lunch talks in case anyone has any ideas for what kind of topics they would like to see in the future. Don't hesitate to reach out to us and let us know what you think would be a good topic to discuss.
Okay, great. So now I'll talk a little bit about our social media. We have an active Instagram and Twitter account that you can follow. The handles are both listed there for Instagram and Twitter respectively. On Instagram, we're a little bit more active than Twitter. On our Instagram, we have things like our scientist spotlight, which is shown there on the right. That's just an example of one that we did back in November. It just features the scientists that we have on our educate page on our website as well. But we also feature GMU scientists too. We had a feature where we did Celebrating World Space Week, where the theme was women in space. So we featured a bunch of different women who have made significant contributions to space science. We also did a little bit of mental health resources and informative stories that we just do throughout every day. And we've also posted a little bit about our events on our Instagram as well. We're kind of getting that more active with the events category. So stay tuned for that. And on the Twitter, we pretty much just post about the events that we're going to have, news in the scientific community at GMU and beyond, and other informative posts. But we'd like to know what you would like to see in spring on our social media. So if you have any ideas, please feel free to let us know if there's anything you'd like to see. We've also talked about our website a little bit, but just kind of to go a little bit more in depth for that, there's a QR code there. If you scan it, it'll take you to the website. Our link is gmuspectrum.squarespace.com. We have a schedule and calendar of upcoming events and activities that the club is putting on. You can find an expansive and growing list of resources for STEM, professional development, mental health, outreach, and so much more. There's just a lot of resources on our website for pretty much anyone to use. We also have our current undergraduate and graduate mentors listed on the mentor page. You can see our monthly educate page that has a different theme every single month, and we have different scientist highlights, sometimes GMU scientist highlights. So that's really cool to kind of see our community being awesome. And you can also utilize our anonymous incident report form if there's anything that you feel that we or the department should know, or you could send us an email with a question as well. So some of our future goals that we're hoping to do in the next couple of years or so, we want to host QIP in January of 2023. And for that, NASA Goddard would be a co-sponsor. So that would be really awesome. We should be hearing back about that pretty soon. So fingers crossed. We want to start an annual conference for high school physics students. We also want to start an annual field day. That would be really fun. We're gathering resources and materials for children looking to be scientists. And one really big thing that we're working on is starting fundraising. Some of the ideas that we've had are bake sales, carnivals, an elegant gala, local business sponsorship, and more. But how do you think we should fundraise? If you have any ideas, we would love to hear from you. So just let us know, send us an email, hit us up on Discord. Any ideas you have for fundraising, because we're really looking to get that started next semester, hopefully. All right, and I'm pretty sure that's all we have for today, but you can contact Spectrum by following the social media links or the website QR code below. It is embedded in the PowerPoint, so you can just click it. All of our members of active leadership are also available via our GMU emails or on Discord, so you feel free to just reach out and say hi. If you have questions about anything, life in general, Spectrum, we're always happy to chat with anyone. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and also if anyone here has any questions now, we'd be willing to love to take them. And if you have questions later, then feel free to contact us, like Phoebe said. So it was a shorter talk this week, but just one last call if anyone has any questions. Otherwise, I will stop the recording and say have a good winter break to everyone. All right.